Shabbat Shalom. Welcome to Sabbath Talk. It's your brother and your host, Yah. Today is one of the blessed days of the year. All days are blessed, but this is one of the highly favorite days. Okay, today is Shavuot in Hebrew, but a lot of Christians are very few that really know about this day. We're gonna say this. It's the day of Pentecost. Okay, but we as Israelites, it's this day has several little side names you can call it. But for us, it's Shavuot. One of the main ways we describe this day is Shavuot. And I plan for the next day or two. I'm off work. I plan to observe and to keep the feast, just like the early church did, just like Paul did, or some of you Christian people know him as Paul, but we know him as Israelites, Shaul. Okay, his name was Shaul when he walked this earth. There's no P's in Hebrew. Okay, just like Peter, his name was Kipher. Okay, he's an Israelite. If you look in the biblical text, that's the way his name would be. It wouldn't be Peter. Okay, I know we got these English Bibles and we try to, put things in perspective and stuff as it's written and stuff, but we got to get back to the correct way of saying, because if it was my name, I wouldn't want you to call me something else and my name isn't. Okay, just like Jeremiah, for instance, that's my Hebrew name, is Yermiah, or some people will say Yirmiyahu. Okay, but the bottom line is it's no J's in Hebrew. Okay, it's a whole nother story. But I want to talk necessarily about hard times or being chastised or chasing. It's not the most exciting part of life. It's a necessary thing, but it's not the most exciting time. A lot of clergy have had us over the years to think blessings, that's the basic thing that matter. Everybody want to talk about blessings. They can talk about blessings for hours, but they don't want to talk about going through nothing. And it's a necessary thing, and it does happen. Everything in life doesn't go our way, and we all get chastised, here and there. So it's not the most funnest part, but it's a necessary part of our walk, of our being, while we here on this earth, and there's no getting around it, and there's no sense of playing, and the problem is, a lot of the clergy have taught us, I have this particular thing, I'm blessed because I have a certain time, somebody might get an Infinity or something instead of a Malibu. Not throwing no shade at nobody, don't get me wrong, but they're gonna say, oh, you blessed, you got the Infinity. You know what? You was blessed without the car. You understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I don't care if it's a Yugo or a Pacer, AMC Pacer. You know what I'm saying? You blessed. You know what I'm saying? It may not sound good for some people, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna try to just do teachings, just whatever I come up with that the Father give me to say. Most of all, whatever he gives me to say, and I study or whatever, or if I got some past lessons, I might can even go back over some of them I didn't finish. So I want to go ahead and just put out teachings. Okay. So with that being said, we're at Psalms 94 and 12. Blessed is the man. Okay. So we want to be blessed and we want to be favored. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and first let's see okay, here we go. Let's go back to 12. Chasing. Okay, we're gonna see something real quick. I'm gonna go to this word here. Admonish to discipline. Okay, chasing, discipline, admonish. Okay, instruct. Okay, so we're gonna get the word in the Hebrew.
Strong's H 3256. Yaser.
Yaser. Okay. Okay. So to be chastened is to be instructed or disciplined. Okay. Okay. So here we go. Psalms 94:12. Blessed is the man whom thou chastens, to whom thou disciplines, inform, instructs. You know, this word means several things. Oh, yeah. Okay. And teaches him out of thy law. So that's what we're going to talk about pretty much. So we're going to talk about this subject. But it's saying this is the blessed is the man whom thou discipline. See, we taught opposite. We taught that everything should feel good. I know I'm blessed. And let me tell you something. True character is tested in tough times. It's not in the best of times when everybody get what they want. They got the iPhone, the iPhone 30. You know what I'm saying, or the Samsung Ultra S24, whatever. You know, you get these $2,000 phones. We blessed. We happy. It's on. You know, we blessed. We happy. We get the things we want. See, everything's good then, but you really find out who's who when the rubber meets the road, when it's time for somebody to support you. And because you is spending time to support them, then you find out just how much who is down and who is not. We have all experienced that part of life. Well, we assumed that we were being supported and we wasn't. And it's a big letdown. You know, it's sometimes we're judging people for the potential that we see in them. But that can't carry us nothing. That potential, if they're not using it, isn't doing us any good. We need to be with the people that the Most High have for us. Not you know, trying to put too much stock in a person or persons that have the potential to be what we believe that they should be for us and with us and for us. You know, that's that potential is cool, but it's not gonna pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna support, you know, where you going. It's actually gonna work in opposition if it keep going. You know, so a lot of people, you know, when the tough times come, they get angry with the Creator. They end up, you know, leaving the faith. We know we have a lot of that. And the brother. I used to listen to this brother right here. Very wise brother, you know, Tony Evans. Y'all know him. A lot of y'all. You know, he's stepping down for something he never did say what it was. But I'm going to say this. What pastor you know is perfect? Name me one. It's 613 laws. I tell you what, if you think your pastor is perfect, first of all, half of them ain't going to acknowledge the law, so he ain't perfect. That the law is, some of them will tell you that the law is done away with, some of you pastors. Okay, and he out of there. But let's just say, for instance, you just say, hey, pastor, I come into the knowledge of, you know, the Most High got laws in the Bible. He got a number of laws. And I found out that it's 613 laws. Now, I need to know more of these laws. So, pastor, I'm going to need you to give me 20 of them. Could you give me 20 of them and have a piece of paper and a pen ready and watch this joker dance? Boy, you for to see a jig. You for to see some make an appointment. You know, you're going to buy some time. You're going to see all kind of stuff. So ain't no pastor perfect. Now, it's not said what he did or didn't do. And I'm not saying to excuse, you know, sinful acts, but he's sinning every day. You sin every day. I have sinned every day. So I'm going to just sit up here like this and just, what the problem is, you know, well, it's said that the brother, it's going to step down for a little bit, and the deacons and some of the members of the church are he's going to get some counseling, some teaching on some particular things. First of all, his counseling should be he's the head. But in a lot of these organizations, and he's right here before, and I'm not throwing no shade at nobody. He's at Oklahoma. Right here, he was at Oklahoma Baptist Advanced Conference at St. John Missionary Baptist Church in Oklahoma City. He was standing there. He was there. See, a lot of them have deacons, and if you don't teach the things, some of these churches where they go, the deacons and stuff run the church. The pastor's just a puppet. He's just a front man. And if he don't teach to what the old deacons like and some of the old, then they want him to step down. Give me them scriptures. Not saying, and I know this man going through, and I'm not here to go against him. I want you to understand that. I'm just saying, ain't nobody perfect. The Bible says we have all sinned and fell short of the glory of Yah. You understand what I'm saying? At the end of the day. I can't throw no stone living in a glass house, neither can you. Quit thinking that these pastors are 100. Because ask your pastor to give you 20 laws and tell him he can even use the 10 commandments. And you're going to see him dance on them. On some of y'all. You understand what I'm saying? Some of y'all here. So, what we don't do is give up on him. Because like I say, the brother is a good brother. I'm not here to bash him and stuff like this. And there's a lot of churches, especially in the Baptist. Guys, see, this is the second one. This pastor right here, or the First Baptist is going against women preachers, and he had just sworn in one basically or whatever, and he getting flack. You got to go by what the scriptures say. And that's a separate lesson. I'm going to leave that alone. You got to go by what the scriptures say because I want to stay on topic. And I don't mind discussing that with what the words say. But right now, organized religion is in some bad places right now. Just a lot of arguing back and forth and bickering when the Bible is the standard. But we done got away from that. But, for the brother to get persecuted right now, I know it's probably not the best time for him, but y'all pray for Tony Evans. Nobody here to knock him or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that he come to the Torah and the testimony of Yahushua. That's all I care about at the end of the day. Thinking that these people sitting up here thinking these pastors over here perfect and they ain't not. Man. You got so many people putting you in heaven and hell that's your friends. And let alone, we could dismiss the pastors. We got people, you got friends, I got friends that sit up there measuring our life and think what they think we doing or not doing or where we at or not. And we going and being persecuted in some of these churches and as far as our friends. And not the Most High doing some of this, but sometimes it is him because he's trying to take us away from some of these places. Because the problem is people think because they know you, they think they know your next move. And know some things that only Most High know. You understand what I'm saying? So we right here at Psalms. We in the book of Psalms. Okay, we at 119. I guess I'm going to go to about... We'll go to 119 and 67. It says, before I was afflicted, I went astray. But now I have kept thy word. Thou art good and doest good. Teach me thy statutes. Sometimes that's the only way some of us going to come. The Most High got to put us in a situation where we ain't got no choice but to depend on all to bring, because we won't come under the normal tenses. I had a family member, the Most High was calling him, and he's no longer here, but it wasn't at that time that the Most High called him. But, it took a what they call that, a triple bypass surgery. Took a triple bypass surgery to get him to come in. But before he left here, he was a minister of the Most High. He was on fire for the Most High, yeah. It's all that matter. You understand what I'm saying? But for him to even get to that point, he was in the world. He was in the world. You understand what I'm saying? And living high on the hog in the world. So guess what? A lot of times that's when our prayers get less. And just be honest. We get that Mercedes outside. You think we're gonna spend the same amount of time jumping and really getting up? Nah, we think we hear some glass breaking outside or something. We out here peeping out the curtain. We want to make sure. We worry about that more than we worry about the Most High business. And I sit here and watch business go all along, even in the church. We want to do all these. The Most High got feast days. For instance, the Most High got feast days. I'm going to say this. The Most High got feast days. And today is Shabbat. You know what? We can do everybody anniversary, everybody birthday, everybody this and that and trip and all this. And we put it right there knowing the year. I don't care if and it was pretty close. This year was pretty close. The last day of, I seen it happen on some of very close family members, like my daughter and stuff, where Passover will come during her birthday. Okay, we not going to acknowledge her birthday over Passover. And it was close to mine because it was the 30th. The day before was the last day of the week of Passover. It was April 30th. You know what I'm saying? Right at that time, man. Well, it was ending. And my birthday is the 1st. You know what I'm saying? But if it would have happened on the 1st, hey, man, I had to deal with it later. You know what I'm saying? But what I ain't going to do is I'm not going to do is put trivial business, And it's a scripture. And it's dealing with the feast. Your feast. And, let's see. Most High tell me. Let's see. Let's get something here. Guess we'll get it out of this one. Okay. Well, I'm asking the Most High to leave me on that verse. Because right now, I'm kind of was gearing up for something else, but B.O.B. That's one thing about the Most High. I trust him. If he put it in my spirit to say, then hey, we gonna go with it. Oh, I need to put it in the other one. Okay, hold on. Let me put it in this one. Hold on. Okay, let's go. Cause I want to break this word down, and that one just have it up there. Okay, we in Amos chapter 5, just like we was with the King James right there. But I'm gonna bust this down because a lot of times we think our stuff. Most High ain't worried about our stuff. You got all year to do your stuff, all your foolishness, that vanity, like the Bible call it vanity. And then we have the feast days. You don't want to observe them. We want to observe all this foolishness and think that the Most High gonna bless us. That's why we probably not getting what we think we need to have. You disrespect. Okay. Now this is Amos. I hear this quoted all the time. Amos 5:21, where it says, I despise your feast days. Now the word feast in Hebrew, oh no, it's kag here. Okay, festival. I hate your festivals. Your festival gatherings. It wasn't talking about his. It's talking about yours. Your festival. Let's get the word. Let's get the word in Hebrew. Most I say he
Psalms H22:82. Chag.
Okay. That's one of the cha sound. Chag. Okay. Now, festival, feast gathering, pilgrim feast, festival sacrifice. Okay. What you hold? Because see, he have another word he used for his. Like if I go to Leviticus 23 about this day, he call it Moedim. Okay. He call it something else. But we go ahead and compare the two. We're gonna go ahead on. Okay, I can come back to that. Okay, Leviticus Show you an example of the two. Now it's your feast days and it's his feast days. Let's go and get this together. All right, Day of Atonement. So here we go. Okay, now I was trying to find that word feast in this holy day, but I could find it right at the beginning. Okay, let's get it. Okay, Leviticus 23. Okay, and 2. Speak unto the children of Yasharal, meaning Israel, and say unto them concerning the feast. I'm going to click on this word.
Strong's H 4150. Moed. Moed.
Okay, more of a plural way of saying it is Moedim. Okay, so, which means appointed place, appointed time. See, the Most High have a appointed time. Appointed time for his feast. Appointed Sabbaths, or every Sabbath day that come in is a appointed time. That's what the word feast means. Appointed time. But over here, do his and do yours on the side. Do your little stuff on the side, your little family trip, whatever you're going to do it on the side, man. Don't put it in his annual days and think you're going to be blessed. I'm for to call it out. It is what it is. I don't care if somebody don't like it or not. Cry loud. Spell, cry loud. What's that? Isaiah 58 or Yeshayahu 50:81. Cry loud. Spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet and show Israel their sins. Okay. He didn't say be quiet. He said tell it. Okay, he says, I hate your feast days, your festivals, as it says this Chag, okay, was the word there. Festival, your festival gathering, your stuff, not his stuff, your stuff. I despise your feast days. I will not smell in your assembly. So when you offer up your though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I would not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beast. So when you want to sit back in the gap before Christ, we used to have this what's called a sacrificial law, and we used to have to, before Christ, and thank the Most High for His Son, Yahusha, as some people know him, Yahusha Hamashiach, or Yeshua Hamashiach, or Jesus. As some people know him in the Christian, Yahushua, as a lot of us know him in the Hebrew. So, this is somebody's own little church thing. It wasn't required. None of this is required. That's why the Most High say he hate them, because none of this stuff that they was doing here was a requirement at all. At all. And I'm getting revelation right now about this, because this ain't something I didn't have. And I think the Ruach HaKodesh, or what's called the Holy Spirit in English, in Hebrew it's the Ruach HaKodesh, is what we call the Holy Spirit, just revealed something to me. And man, I'm trying to remain my cool. Because I feel like the pastor. I didn't come here to preach. You know what I'm saying? I was going to do a little lesson here, a little teaching. But man, to this moment right here, I didn't know none of this, because none of this was really revealed. But I'm following and be obedient to the Spirit. It's time to do the Most Highest thing. We plan all our stuff, and we want to do it. And ain't nothing but a trick of the devil to get you over here, get you over there. Had the people in these situations don't really care about the Most High's days or his feast days, but they gonna care. They going to care. You know, it's a Russian sub right off the coast of Florida, and they've been exercising, shooting bombs and everything in practice in case they need to come put some hands on us. Right out there in the thing, right out there in the Atlantic. It's visible and everything. You can look it up. I'm not lying, because Putin say he tired of people shooting rockets with America's name on them into what's called, so it can get thick. You see, this whole, and then not knowing the feast days, this whole thing, the Most High feast days like Passover, was all about salvation. If I was trying to seek salvation or be under some type of salvation, and even though it's in the Old Testament, it's showing in the New Testament as well. Even though it's in the Old Testament. And then this season right here marks today is the season of the Spirit. That's talked about in Acts chapter 2. It was the same Spirit that was in Leviticus 23. And if we want to be led by the Spirit of the Most High and be protected and have knowledge with perilous times as this is, I'd get into. And he says, I don't want to smell your sacrifices. I don't want none of you. And you want to sing to me? This is the way you want to do it. The Most High have a way he want to do it. You're going to give him what you want instead of what he want. If you're a good husband, you know your wife don't like a certain type of cologne, perfume, don't buy it for her. You know she want a certain type of thing, or you know it's her pet peeve. She don't like you to call her a certain name. Don't call her a certain name that's going to piss her off. And it's the other way too. But yet, I like it, so I'm going to do what I want. Okay. Don't expect good results. And here's 23. Take thou away from me the noise of thy songs, for I would hear the melody of, I would not hear the melody of thy vows, or however you say it. So, man. And here's examples. When you get to 26, you get 25. You don't want to hear that. How you want him to worship. How you want to give him praise. Speak the Most High's love language. You want to speak your own, but hey, when you're dealing with him, you need to come on his terms. Okay, he said it's a Shabbat. Certain things we do, and we move a certain way. Okay, if you want to live in that house. But when you don't, when you want to do what you want to do, then go on about your business. But don't expect them to be all cheerful and happy. It's time to meet people where they at. And I tell you what, I'm to a point. This feast, these feasts, you know, I ain't saying I'm perfect with all the feasts. You understand what I'm saying? As far as, you know, I'm learning the feast just like anybody else learning, coming back to the culture. But I'm off today because it said don't work. And it says what to do, and I'm doing everything I could do. I got my 2 loaves of bread in there. I got everything that you're supposed to have for this feast that you can do as far as other than the sacrifice, which Yeshua is my sacrifice. So I don't have to do no lambs, but the rest of it, I have it. And we gonna the scriptures say to rehearse the righteous acts. And that's what we gonna do. Rehearse the righteous acts. So, we got to get out of all this food. I'm going to go back to Psalm, what is it, 119? Okay. Psalm 119, and I was at 67, but I know I read 67. Yeah, we got to come back, because we man, sometimes you worship the Most High, like he say, he don't even want to hear it. But like he said, before I was afflicted, before hard times, I went away. Because I was doing me. I was having fun. But I now have I kept that word, because that belt tag you a little bit. Okay? Thou art good and do is good. Teach me thy statute. That's all a person have to do. I want to be saved, Father. Teach me. Don't let me be lost. Don't let me be sitting up in a church house that's highly sinful, and I'm in a place. I'm tired of going 2 steps forward to take 5 steps back. Father, put me in a winning situation. Okay, Father, put me with winning people around me that can push me and help me. Because the ones that I'm sitting up holding on to or whatever, because they got potential to do great things, aren't getting the job done. I need to be around like-minded people that's going to do this work with me, this kingdom work with me, and we're going to promote each other and push each other to success. Put me around people like that. Because many people talk a good talk, but they ain't for the bus nothing. Ain't for the bus nothing. All talk. 68. Thou art good. Oh, I already read that. 69. I think I was supposed to stop. Oh, no. Keep going. It says, the proud have forged lies against me, but I will keep thy precepts with my whole heart. Whether I'm gonna tell you something. As long as I was talking about a relationship with the Father, or when I was, in the beginning, I didn't offend nobody. When I said I was gonna get my stuff together, I didn't offend nobody. But guess what? When I started doing what I said I was gonna do and started doing what the word, I started offending everybody. You understand what I'm saying? You see, as long as you talking about it, that's cool. You with the majority of the people. Get around them ones that ready to do. It says their heart is fat as grease, but I delight in the law. It is good for me that I have been afflicted. Now, see the point that he done come to at this point? It is good for me that I have been afflicted, that I might learn thy statute. These hard times, or these not so good times, the Most High is trying to teach somebody. All the failures, the successes, and losses that we took, and not losses, because in the end, when you look at the story of Ayub, or Job in the English, he got way more than he lost in the beginning. The Most High is a restorer. That's what he does. He restores. I'm in a season and I could talk a little openly about my situation. That's what I've been praying for a while now. To restore my youth. Because I don't want to be old in this world knowing all what's getting ready to happen. How all this petrodollar and all this, how all that's for to come to an end. And knowing what's getting ready and talking through military channels, you better get it together. You better start stocking a few things if you can. I'm going to just leave it like that. Water. You people with wells or can get wells on your land, I probably would. I'm going to leave it like that. Non-perishable goods, you probably want to. Have means to defend yourself, you probably want to. You better be ready. So, it says 72, the law in thy mouth is better unto me than thousands of gold and silver. And I can say that 100%. I'm in a season, I'm really blessed and highly favored. I'm to a point where I'm just ecstatic, because so many opportunities are given to me right now at this moment in time, so much. And I'm gonna pray that anything or anybody with some hate or anything thing, being, or whatever that wants to disrupt that right now in the blood of Yahushua HaMashiach, and I'm gonna put that on Yah. Like Michael said, Yah rebuke you. You understand what I'm saying? You know, I'm gonna put it on him. Show you something real quick. You know, I hear people all the time, Satan, I rebuke you. What power do you have? You think Satan can't beat the skin off your back? You want to get him out of there? You gonna talk about what you gonna do? Let's see how. I know y'all know Michael, the archangel. He the angel gonna throw Satan into the for the 1,000 years. Gonna throw Satan into the pit. You know, lockdown, however you want to put it. And he already been known. He the one that helped toss his butt up out of heaven. You know what I'm saying? So he know he can beat Michael. But this is Jude. Okay? We're in the New Testament. This is Jude. Because I don't have time to teach this lesson right here, but maybe I do need to teach it. This is Jude. It's only one chapter. Yet Michael, the archangel, when contending with the devil, he disputed about the body of Moses, because the devil wanted to come get the body of Moses. Okay, I think it's Exodus chapter 34. Okay. Durst not bring against him a reveling accusation, but he said, the Lord rebuke you. He said, Yah rebuke you. He didn't say, he already knew he could beat him. But he gave reverence. See, next time you in one of them situations, you going through these chastisement and the devil seems like he getting the best of you or whatever, just say, Yah rebuke you. Or your Yeshua rebuke you. You understand what I'm saying? Jesus, if you, however you know, okay. Some of y'all know God, but, you know, rebuke you. He didn't say, I rebuke you. Yeah, you rebuke him, but with what power? But how did Michael handle him? Because he already handled him and threw his butt out to the earth. So he know he can physically beat him. But what did he say? Huh? You know, it's in the King that said, the Lord rebuked thee. Because guess what? He showed reverence and he showed who can do what. That's who Satan fear right there. Okay, not I rebuke you. Yeah, it sounds good because you've been taught that, but what power do you? You know Satan can go upside, eat off the top of your head, for real. Man, sit down. Start to learn how to start dealing with these devils and get victory over these situations. Because some of these battles we've been fighting too long. The Most High is showing me we've been fighting too long, and them lessons should have been learned, and we should be moving off and doing wonderful and glorious things. Okay, we're in 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 32. It says, but when we are judged, we are chastened of the Lord. We are chastened of Yah, that we should not be condemned by the world. You know, sometimes the Most High will put you a little through some tough times, because he can kill us in our sin and we just die and then just going to wake up to everlasting damnation, like the scriptures say. Sometimes he'll cause some bad things to get us to come, just like we just read that verse. You know what I'm saying? Earlier, we just read a couple verses ago about him getting you, you know, the chastity, the chasten being chastened. You understand what I'm saying? It's a thing that bring us to him. But it's better that he do that to get you to turn and you save your soul before you go into the back of the funeral home, get rolled in there. than the die in confusion. Ain't it better? Way better situation. Way better outcome. I think that's all I'm gonna get from that. Okay. Now we're gonna jump to Proverbs. We're still dealing with this chastity. Proverbs 3:11. Some good advice. My son, despise not the chastities of the Lord, of Yah, neither be weary of his correction. We know the story of David, or David, Dawood, as some people would know him. We know that he wasn't a perfect man. We know that he had Uriah put on the front line, and Uriah was killed because he wanted his wife. We know he had slept with Uriah's wife and even had a child. The Most High killed that first child. We know he wasn't no perfect man. I don't believe Tony Evans did any of that. I don't believe he did. I don't believe that this is a thing of repenting to the people or a situation that needs to be repented for, and go back and don't do it again, and go back and get on fire for the Most High and get them souls out there that's gonna be needs to get for all this time wrap up. Ain't no perfect people. We sitting up here thinking we holy enough to judge somebody. We don't even know what they plight is. They may can tell more than 20 than the scripture you was gonna ask the commandments you gonna ask your pastor to give you so you can write down. They can do 50. Your pastor can't say nothing about somebody because if he can't outdo him, he should shut his mouth. We want to put he struggled with cigarettes. When the Most High have that person have enough of cigarettes, they keep pushing and pressing, guess what? They ain't gonna smoke. But that current situation of cigarettes not going to be a problem before they leave this earth. I can pretty much tell you that. The Most High is not gonna leave them out if they've been pressing and are still pressing and fighting with all they got. You worry about maybe because you saw them smoke a cigarette over there, but you over here with some foolishness over here. You can't talk to your wife right. You can't talk to your husband right. You understand what I'm saying? You got something smart to say about somebody in the church or whatever. Like you got it all. You can't throw no rock. I tell you what. I remember I done a live. I don't know if it was on here. I don't know if I was on Facebook. I can't remember because I've been doing this a while. I remember teaching something similar to this about knowing the laws of the Most High. And I heard the Most High speak in my spirit and say, give me 30. On live. When I tell you I barely got across the finish line, boy, I felt like I got hot all of a sudden. And I openly did it on the air. And I counted them. 1, this and that. Thou shalt not have. Boy, you go to them 10 commandments quick. Thou shalt not have no gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven images. You know what I'm saying? Thou shalt not profane the name of the Lord thy God. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Boy, you start hitting them 10 commandments just to get that 10, then you got 20 to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Cursed be the tail bearer, that's one. You know what I'm saying? You can't, and all just so on and so on. You start digging them law. Be fruitful and multiply. Boy, you start trying to bottom line, and then with the New Testament, based off the uh, Old Testament 16:13, it's 1,050 laws. Dig that. But we got time to be worried about how holy we think. Or we the deacon of this church and we sit on the board and the pastor, we gonna punish him. Man, go sit yourself down. Probably got. Well, I was gonna say something. Thank you, Father, for letting not leave my tongue. Cause somebody, I would be right, but it would it could offend somebody. So to be wrong, even sometimes telling the truth, you can offend somebody. But that's just the bottom line. Don't despise chastening. You know what? We all done the Most High dirty. We all done them wrong. Man, it's been a minute that the Most High gave us somebody or put us in a favorable situation and we left him. We let his hand go. Sure did. I got corrected. I could talk about my situation. I was with a young lady at the time. We both went to church and I was like, man, this is going to be my last time in church. I'm through with this church. I've been a Muslim. I've been everything. I'm sick of religion. I'm sick of this whole thing. But I'm gonna go to this church one time because when I passed by the church, I said that I was gonna go there, and just doing what I said I was gonna do. I went, but this is my last time, and I went. And it was a big old church. That man called me out, and the person who was with me, and that man read my email in front of the whole church. And one of the things I remember him saying was, you know, you knew God from a little boy. You knew Yah from a little boy. You used to talk to him. You used to play. And he would be there with you. He said you got older and you start doing your own thing. He said he ain't never let go of your hand. You let go of his hand. Oh boy. I can remember the tears well up in my eyes. I could feel like right now, boy. Oh, you talking about shamefaced? I can still feel shamefaced for that moment, even though I done moved on and I'm well, past that moment. But man, that was a hope. It really was. So don't be weary as correction. Sometimes we gonna know later. We might not know why this happened at that time or why this person. And even sometimes the Most High have had people in our life and they're gone. I heard a family member say the Most High told them say I love them more than you do. You understand what I'm saying? The Most High had to tell somebody about their family member that passed. He said I love them more than you do. He's mine. You feel what I'm saying? You had to, if you took care of them when they was here, and you're a believer, and you'll see them again. You understand what I'm saying? On the other side. Bottom line. But don't be getting weary of his chastening. Don't be getting mad and want to mock him and start talking crazy to the Most High, because guess what? Nothing we have that ain't his. You understand what I'm saying? Everything we are, our highs and lows. You understand what I'm saying? We wanna be that fair weather friend. As long as everything going good, that's my homie. That's my homie right there. You win the lottery, everybody talking good about you because they wanna think what they can get from you. They already got a plan. They already because it's on the up. But it's like that TikTok video that says, I'm gonna loosen this hat back here. Give me that. And like the TikTok video, it says, if you was to cut your phone off for a week, who would call you? Boy, a lot of them Fatwell people, they ain't gonna call you when the chips is down. They ain't gonna call you. But when the chips is up, that's my man right there. That's my girl. That's my shorty. You know what I'm saying? It celebrates it then. 12. Proverbs 3 and 12. For whom Yah love it, he corrected. Because he don't have to destroy you and while you in your sin. When you could change, when he already looking into the past, he know your heart and everything in the future. He know that given the right situation, you could be one of the ones that he can save. And he care about you. See, when you care about a child, you care about where they go. Hey man, where you going, son, daughter? Where you going? You ain't gonna let them go with no any and everybody. You ain't gonna let them go with no troublemaker. You gonna be like, nah, man, you can't bring this mess around here around my house, because I hate to have to touch you, and whoever is gonna come with you with some foolishness. You know what I'm saying? Behind you. Cause see, I done been in a situation before, befriending somebody that I'm thinking cool, and they got all kind of trifling stuff, and like the lost my life, got the house burned down and everything. I was at his house, but you know, his house got burned down and everything. Wrong place, wrong time, wrong friend. You understand what I'm saying? Foolishness. You gonna care about where your daughter go. You gonna care about where your son go. If you care about something, you gonna keep your eye on it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You gonna keep your eye on it a little bit. But it said, for whom he loveth. If he's chastising you, he gives a crap. Like the old folks say, he gives a crap. If he's chastising you, sometimes what's taking so long, we not hearing and we not seeing the correction. What's taking a long time, we hadn't identified. We just keep making the same mistake, and he's steady keeping the chastising going, waiting for us to say, Father, my bad. Satan, I rebuke you. You done lied to me. I've been sinning. Father, forgive me. You understand what I'm saying? So you can get up out the mess. To begin with. Even as a son, a father to a son whom he delighted. You know. My two sons, and my daughter, but my two sons, because it's talking about sons here, and daughter. You know, I am biblically proud of them. You understand what I'm saying? I got one that's gonna have a birthday coming up Monday. My oldest boy, I think he's gonna be what, 31, something to the point. He'll be over 30. We'll put it like that. 1990 up until now. Let's get it. 1990, and it's oh man, he already in 30. Let me see. Got my math right. 19. He was born in 1990, and it's 2024. My, what a time ago. I'm telling my age here. I'm sitting up, but it's not like I'm not biblically proud of my age. Wow. He will be 34. Boy, time go fast. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. That's the most important thing. Seeing why you on this earth, what your purpose is, and knowing where you supposed to be. That is, and doing the kingdom work that you supposed to be. Not out of here backwards hustling. Why there's so much backward hustling in here? I'm sick of a lot of these churches with all this backward hustling. Man, it's time to get it in order. Boy, we done went away from the principle. We used to teach fire and brimstone. Nobody teach that no more unless you old as dust. Boy, I remember them days. They scare you into the church, boy. But you needed to fear. That's what's wrong with all this smooth talking. Brother, sister, peace. When like the Bible said, they offering peace when there ain't no peace. You know, brother. You know, all these old soft suit and tie jokers, man. I'm from the nation of Israel. You gonna get it the way the Most High. Look, if it's gonna be to save your soul, You understand what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna have another shot. I'm gonna have desperation to get you. You understand what I'm saying? Most I put it on my spirit. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 5. Is that what I want? Let me check my note. Yeah. And it says, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son. And he's reminding him, back to the same verse we just left. Most High say, put it back on. Okay, we're going to put it back on. To show you that the Old and New Testament they're the same. No, Proverbs 3 and 12, my bad. To show you, some people think, the New Testament, it fulfilled the Old Testament. Yeah, man, get out of all that foolish understanding, man. It's time for you to get your stuff together. Nah, I'm compare the two. Nah, he said, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as little children. Hebrews 12 and 5. My son, despise not the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. Now, didn't it just say that? We just read that. Now, we in Proverbs, in the Old Testament. Same thing. He just made it a little bit clearer understanding. My son, despise not the chastening of Yah, neither be weary of his correction. So it's what's in the old is what's in the new. For whom the Lord, as it has there, loveth, he chasten and scourge every son whom he receiveth. Okay, he says a little different. Okay, verse 12, Proverbs 3 and 12. For whom Yah loveth, he corrected, even as a father to the son in whom he delighteth. Okay, so he's saying a little different in the Hebrew, but it's still the same base principle. That every son gonna go through that. When you decide, cause the Bible say that the Most High is gonna try every man like gold and silver. You got to burn away all that old. I'll take all that ore off of the metal. It's a process to get that metal to look pretty. It don't look that pretty in the beginning. So you have to have everybody got to go through a process to be that shiny gold or that silver. But what he's saying is, if ye endure, verse 7, chastening. Let's see what chastening mean in the Greek. I'm clicking on the word chastening.
Strong's G 3809. Paideia.
Okay, the whole training and education of children, which relates to the cultivation of their minds and morals, and employs for the purpose of now commands and admonitions, now reproof or punishment. It also includes the training and care of the body. Whatever in adults also cultivates the soul, especially correcting mistakes and curbing passions. Okay, so education or training. Implication, I'm reading down here the definition. Implication, disciplinary correction, chastening. Okay, nurture. So if you endure nurturing, if you enduring the punishments, you enduring what else is that? You're enduring the training. You understand? The disciplinary action, the instruction. Okay, if you're doing these things, right? Verse 7. If ye endure the chastening of Yah, okay, dealing with you as with sons, for what son is he of whom the father chasteneth not? Because guess what? It says if he love you, he'll chasten you. I just showed you that scripture. Well, let's see. Verse 8. But if he be not without chastisement, wherefore or wherefore all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. You see, the Most High ain't pulling you. The devil already got you. At the time, the Most High got to pull you from the devil. Because you grew up with doing some wickedness and got friends and you know what I'm saying. If he not disciplining you and bring you, you think that when the Most High come get you, that it's gonna be life from the devil. It's gonna be just beautiful times. Let me tell you something. He got to break off all that old thinking, all that worldly thinking, all that false doctrine that you taught in some of these religious constructs, to understand that, hey man, I grow a lot of them so-called religious constructs with institutions that some people call churches, because they would just had a doctor's degree in vain tradition, like the scripture said. What's that? Mark chapter 7 verse 7. The vain traditions of men make God's word to none effect. They hold their tradition over what the word say. The word don't have any effect. It don't mean nothing to them because they hold their traditions over the word. Modern day Pharisee. And half of them sit over here pushing you to a place and they ain't got a place. Worry about what's going on in your family and they family jacked up. You understand what I'm saying? But it's like Yeshua told them in John chapter 8. When they say we be Abraham's seed, he said, if you be Abraham's seed, it's the 8th chapter of Yehukanan or John. And he said, I'm just paraphrasing everything real quick. He said, if you love me, he said, why thou seekest to kill me? They wanted to kill him. Now let's go ahead and get it. I'll try, I don't want to just end this one pretty short. He said, you seekest to kill me. If you was down with Moses, he said you will love me. But he said, you seekers to kill me. Because guess what? He wasn't giving that good old time religion like they wanted to hear. Okay. They didn't want to hear that. Let's get it. Yehukanan 8 and 31. A lot of people know this verse. Then said Yahushua. Okay, it say Jesus there, but I'm gonna click on that word there, and know that word is
Strong's G 2424. Jesus. Jesus.
Okay, now we're gonna click on the Hebrew word.
Strong's H 3091. Yehoshua.
Nah, that was his name when he walked this earth. Okay. Just tidbit for some of y'all might be y'all first time not knowing. Okay. It says, then said Yehoshua to those Jews which believed on him, if ye continue in my word, these are the ones that believed in him, right? Then ye are my disciples indeed, and ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. And then they answered him, we be Abraham's seed, and we were never in bondage to any man whom sayest thou, ye shall be made free. Yeshua answered and said unto them, verily, verily, I say unto you, whosoever committed sin is a servant of sin. And the servant abideth not in the house forever, but the Son abideth forever. So if you sinning, you ain't gonna be in the house of the Most High forever. But the Son of the Most High, Yahushua or Yahushua, I say Yahushua myself. Okay. If the Son therefore make you free, ye shall be free indeed. I know that, and then here you go, acknowledging him. He says, I know that ye are Abraham's seed. He said, I know you're Abraham's seed, but you seek to kill me. You're not doing the thing Abraham would have did. Abraham wouldn't have done that, because my word have no place in you. You're not hearing the truth that I'm telling you. You want to keep with these old jacked up traditions. He said, I speak that which I seen my father. Okay, he's reminding them I was in heaven. I speak that which I seen with my father, and ye do which ye have seen with your father. So he's saying, I know, I'm telling you what I see with the Most High God. Okay, with Yahuwah, or some people know as Yahweh or Yahuwah, or Yahweh, you know what I'm saying? Yahweh, you know what I'm saying? However they're going to put them vowels, okay, in the Hebrew, okay? And he said, I know what I seen with my father, but he said, you do what you seen with your father. Let's see who that father. They answered and said unto him, Abraham is our father. Yeshua said unto them, if ye was Abraham's children, ye would do the works of Abraham, because Abraham was a righteous brother. But now you seek to kill me, a man that have told you the truth, which I heard of God. This did not Abraham? Ye do the deeds of your father. Now this is Yahushua talking, the son of the creator. He's not saying, because they want to do evil. He's not saying that they have the same God. Well, he made all of us, and this is the cop out. Boy, and then some of these jacklegs know how to just teach you some foolishness. We all God's children. We all God's children. Y'all got the breath of the Most High, or the spirit from the Most High. But upon death, it goes back to him. And your nefesh, your soul, and that body gonna go back to the earth. You understand what I'm saying? And your soul is gonna go to Sheol. Okay, it's translated as grave until the coming of the Messiah. You understand what I'm saying? And everybody be judged, and you'll know where you going, to the lake of fire, or you going to, okay? Rich man, poor man, Lazarus. Read that story. It's telling you about it. But anyway, that's what the dead are. Because a lot of times y'all don't speak Hebrew, and you're not looking at from the Hebrew text what that means when you see engraved out, as the scripture have. So he's saying, man, you do the deeds of your father. And if you need more knowledge about it, look in Acts chapter 5. Because they asked Peter what David was. And Peter told them. Okay. So, was David in heaven? I guess I got to get it because I said it. Okay, I'm going to get that and then we're going to end it. Well, maybe. It says, ye do the deeds of your father. So he ain't saying we all God's children. They said, no. You do the deeds of your father. Then said they to him, we be not born of fornication. We have one Father, even one God. Yeshua said unto them, if God were your Father, ye would love me. For I proceed forth and came from God. Neither came I of myself, but he sent me. So he's telling you, I'm the first creation of the Creator, basically. You have to read about that in Colossians. He's the first creation of the Creator. Okay. So he's saying, I didn't send myself, the Father sent me. Then he says, verse 43, why do ye not understand my speech? Why you don't hear what I'm saying? In other words, even because ye cannot hear my word, ye are of your father, the devil. I thought we was all, I thought I see him now. I thought we was all like God's child. I mean, we come from his essence. Yeah, but some people had to come get picked from the devil's church ground. You understand what I'm saying? And brought back home. Ye are of your father, the devil, verse 44, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth. He's the one going to tell you that lie, all that vain tradition that in some of them pulpits lying to you instead of telling you what the truth say. Because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it. He said, and because I tell you the truth, ye believe me not. Boy. He said, which of you convince me of sin? So anybody saying I'm sinning by saying it? You know what I'm saying? Basically. And if I say the truth, why do ye not believe me? He that is of God heareth God's words. Ye therefore hear them not, because ye are not of God. So that's very clear, cut and dry. We're going to be done with that. I said I was going to give you something out the book of Acts. What was it? Acts chapter 5. I forgot why he when he. Oh, no, I need to go to Acts chapter 2. Oh, that's right. I said I almost forgot. I said the day of Pentecost. Look at that. Boom. Okay, now I said I was gonna tell y'all about David, because they asked him where David was. Okay, because you know, a lot of these good old preachers, he's in heaven right now. Like you know, you some kind of high figure or something. You don't know if that brother busting hell wide open or not, like with the grave or not. Like who authorized you? You just gonna, you know, they gonna pay you a little money to do the sermon and stuff, and you gonna sit there and preach them into heaven? Oh, lying self. That's why a lot of these jokers. Well, look how many of them are falling in these big time churches. Now some of them are humble and get back on the saddle and keep pushing. Most of them on some foolishness. You understand what I'm saying? He in heaven. Boy, you ain't that. You can't even give me 20 commandments. How you gonna tell me? You don't even know when the new moon. You don't even know the feast day. Nothing that you required to do. You don't even know the dietary law. None of that. But you gonna tell somebody, and then gonna tell somebody that you ain't got to keep it. Another lie that they tell you in church, and you gonna get raptured. All them lies like that, when the scripture says opposite. Okay. So, let's end this. I'll get close to ending it. Acts chapter 2, verse 25. For David speaking concerning him, I foresaw the Lord always before my face, for he is at my right hand, and I should not therefore be moved. Okay, 29. I'm gonna jump down to 29 to get to it. It says, men, brethren, let me freely speak unto you the patriarch David, that he is both dead and buried, and his sepulchre is with us as it is to this day. Therefore, being a prophet and knowing that God hath sworn with me the oath to him, and of the fruit of his loins according to the flesh, he has raised Christ to sit at his throne. Okay. He's seeing this before he spake of the resurrection of Christ, that his soul was not left in hell, neither his flesh to see temptation. Okay, then Jesus have God raised up, therefore we all witness. Okay, he's saying, man, remember that we all witness that. We know that Yeshua But let's go to verse 34. Let's jump down to 34. For David is not ascended into the heavens, but he said himself, the Lord said unto my Lord, sit at my right hand. So he's telling you right now, David is not in heaven. Okay, at that moment. Okay, read the whole thing in context and get the whole thing, because I didn't come to teach that. Man, this was just going to be a little long. I'm sorry. I be trying. Let's go to Ayub. Could make this a 2-part series. Ayub 5, verse 17. This is the way we should be, and in the mind frame that we should be, good or bad. Ayub in Hebrew, or Job in English, chapter 5, verse 17. Behold, happy is the man whom God correcteth. Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. Don't be no fair weather son or daughter. For he make it sore. He put the belt on you. You know what I'm saying? And bind it up. He wounded, and his hands make whole. He also can fix your back. Sometimes it look like you get hurt to your core. But look what happened for doing this, though. He shall deliver thee in 12 troubles. I mean, not 12, in 6 troubles. So the Most High gonna save you from 6 troubles if you can endure. Yea, in 7 there shall be no evil touch thee. So he's saying +1. In famine he shall redeem thee from death. You know what? When it ain't no other food, guess what? If you are a righteous servant, if you can stand the correction and elevate your relationship with him to a rock solid situation and lead the sin and get the sin behind you, where you can form that relationship where his hands won't be so tied to handle you better, then boom, there it is. And it says, and in a war from the power of the sword. So you won't even get killed. You know what I'm saying? Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue. All these jokers that love to cut people down, guess what? And get punished by them, guess what? You'll be hid. Neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it comes. Boy, you gonna know that he got you. After destruction and famine, thou shalt laugh. Everybody else, what we gonna do? Whoa, we gotta, hey. You know what I'm saying? We gonna laugh. Neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth. Man, we ain't scared about nothing. We ain't scared about no snakes, no monkey. I know one thing. He gonna get some monkey paws on that monkey. You understand what I'm saying? He come this way. You understand what I'm saying? Like he say, Yah rebuke you. You understand what I'm saying? We already know it got to go. It says, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field. In other words, you will be everywhere. You'll be many, and the beast of the field shall be at peace with you. You know what I'm saying? Even nature gonna go with you. And thou shalt know that the tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit my habitation and shall not sin. You know what? When somebody try to trick you into getting into some food, nah, man, I ain't gonna be able to do it, bro. Thou shalt know also that thy seed shall be great, meaning your kids and your grandkids. Then and thine offspring as the grass of the earth. Thou shalt come to thy grave in a full age. Huh? He took it out of here for your time, man. Like as the shock. What's that? Shuck of corn coming in his season. Lo, we have searched it, so it is. Hear it and know thou it for thy good. Woo! We got one more. We're gonna end it with Deuteronomy chapter 8, because we still doing good. Let's get it in the law, man. The law portion of the Bible. Deuteronomy chapter 8. I'm gonna jump to 5 real quick. thou shalt also consider in thine heart that as a man chastened his son, so the Lord thy God chasten thee. See what I'm saying? But remember, I'm going to back down to 1. All the commandments which I command unto thee this day, ye shall observe to do, that ye may be alive and multiply and go in and possess the land in which Yah swore unto your father, that thou shalt remember all the way which Yah thy God led thee these 40 years into the wilderness to humble thee, to proof thee. See, that's why they had to go in the wilderness, because they wanted to serve another God. Moses came and get up there good and already, but he had to get chastened, okay? But he did it to humble them, because they think they had it going on and think they know better than the Most High. And to prove to themselves, because he already know who's going to do it now. To know what's in thine heart, so you can see what's in thine heart. Because the right situation is going to show you. The right people around you, they with you, because right now, y'all on the same playing field. But let you get 2 more nickels than them, it's going to start being problems. Or let you start being happy with your wife or your husband, and you start spending less time, and y'all really get down and get it together, or you start spending more time with your family than a girlfriend or your homeboy. You understand what I'm saying? It's gonna start being a problem, because I don't like that. That's when that's how they gonna prove it. That's how they gonna prove it and show what's in their heart, whether thou wouldest keep his commandments or no. And he humbled thee and suffered thee hunger. Yeah, they had to go through a little inconvenience, and fed thee with manna, but he fed them with manna, which thou knowest not, neither did a miracle for, neither did thy fathers know, that thou might know that man do not live by bread alone, but every word that proceeded out the mouth of the Lord doeth man live. Didn't Christ tell that to Satan? I think we got the gist of it. But man, you just start from 5 and read down how the Most High multiply. Listen, I need to do it, because some people really need to hear it. But I think this is overkill. I'm gonna jump down to 6, Deuteronomy 8 and 6. Therefore shalt thou keep the commandments of the Lord thy God, and walk in his ways, and fear him, for Yah thy Elohim, for the Lord thy God bring thee into the good land, and land of brooks of water, and fountains and depths that spring out of valleys and hills, a land of wheat and barley, vines, fig trees, and pomegranate. Ooh, I like all them. And the land of all olive and honey, a land wherein thou shalt eat bread without scarceness. Meaning you ain't gonna be without. You without right now, because guess what? Sin is in the count. You understand what I'm saying? You can't get to this next destination because sin is in the count. You can't get to this next destination. It seems like why you just fighting you, and you saying it's the devil the whole time. It's some unrepentant sin. Now, we've been a good steward with what was given to us, and we really did kingdom work. I'm really speaking to somebody. I hope, man. Anyway, thou shalt not lack anything in it. A land whose stones are iron, and out of the hills, whose hills thou mayest dig brass. When thou hast eaten of thy full, and then thou shalt bless the Lord thy God for the good land which thou hast given thee. You know, we say grace before, but right here, the commandment says when you are eating to your full at the end of it. But it seems crazy for us to think that you say your grace at the end. Shouldn't you pray over your food first before you eat? You think the Most High is going to let poison hit you before. Just like he can let you pray before and take the poison away. He can take it before you even ask. The other way. You know what I'm saying? Think about it from that perspective. Beware, beware that thou forget not the Lord thy God. So when you start getting your home, when you start getting your things, everything doing good, don't forget him. And keeping his commandments and his judgment and his statutes as I command thee this day, lest when thou hast eaten and are full and has built goodly houses, you got your nice pretty house, big old house, but you don't even serve them. So you used to tear the church up trying to get a blessing to get that house, and you couldn't even sit in the service without taking your shoes off because you was so ready to dance, but you ain't ready to dance that you got it. Yeah, maybe when you first got it, but you ain't still dancing a year later. You understand what I'm saying? And dealt therein. And when thy herds and thy flocks multiply, and the silver and gold is multiplied, and all that thou hast multiplied, then thy heart be lifted up, thinking you better than somebody. And then, because you got all these things, and thou forget the Lord thy God, which brought thee from the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage, who led thee through that great and terrible wilderness, wherein were fiery serpents, scorpions, brought thee where there was no water, and brought forth water out of a rock and flint, made a way out of no way, who fed thee in the wilderness with manna, which thy fathers knew not, that he might humble thee, that thou may prove thee to do good at thy latter end. Not just when in the beginning. And thou say in thy heart, my power and might of my hand have gotten me this wealth. Oh, you done got so high up. You done got this position in the church. You done got this. You doing it now. You know, you can sit there and judge other church member because you done got up that high to where you trying to look at their life, and you trying to look and you trying to analyze how you think. Nobody give a crap about what you think. Your thinking is going to go in the coffin with you. You understand what I'm saying? With you. Sitting up here, you a deacon and stuff, and this man made a mistake a couple years ago, and y'all done let all this time go by, and then he got to go through some kind of program. Y'all got to rehabilitate. Oh, he's the head of the church. I was speaking about Tony Evans' situation, man. I'm going to tell you just like this. That's what's wrong in a lot of these institutions. They talk a good game, but they ain't for to do nothing. They ain't for to do. I tell you what, start living and doing that Bible. And you're going to start making some enemies in the religious constructs you go to. You're going to start being a problem to a whole lot of people. You ain't no fun no more. You this and that. But when the blessings come, they looking at all your blessings. They lined up. When you getting all this, what it's saying, all this protection, how your bread ain't gonna be scarce or nothing. They gonna be wanting to come over for the fishes and the loaves then. Trying to get some of that loaf then when your bread, it said, when I just read you, we scroll up, down? If you scroll up, it talk about how your bread ain't gonna be scarce. They gonna be coming for that bread, the fishes and the loaf. That loaf, huh? Try me, that death loaf, huh? But anyway, 18. No, it said, my hand have gotten me all this wealth. You did it. Oh, I came up with this system. See what I'm saying? And got rich. Okay, Yah gave you the system, the idea. Anyway, 18. But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant, that he may swear unto thy fathers as it is this day. And I thank the Most High because you know what? He's putting me in a position to do these very things. And like I say, Yah rebuke anything that's in opposition to that around me and mine. That's anything under my watch, my protection, my name. You understand what I'm saying? That it utterly fails. So any soothsayer out there, y'all rebuke you. You understand what I'm saying? That your plans or whatever you can dream of, your bad mouth talking, that whatever energy that they have or whatever it carry be destitute. You understand what I'm saying? And that it utterly fail, miserably. You know what I'm saying? 19. And it shall be, if thou do all forget the word of the Lord thy God, and walk after other gods and serve them, worship them, I testify against you this day that ye shall surely perish. You want to go while what you think, you want to serve what you hold as a God, what you hold, and these things that you fall down for, you better remember. 20. As the nations which the Lord thy God hath destroyed before your face, so shall ye perish, because ye would not be obedient unto the voice of the Lord your God. Man, we done with that. We ain't for to do no more. I can give you examples and keep going with it. But I believe, man, this is long enough, and I believe that, hey, man, when you going through this, know it's for a purpose. It's trying to better you. Look at it that way. When it's in the darkest hour. Man, I'm looking forward to the next one, because I'm going to keep on studying, and whatever I study, and the Most High have me to give it, I'm going to give it, and I'm going to do my formal teaching for Shabbat. I'm working on that, and I want y'all to have a blessed day. Shabbat shalom, everybody. It's Shabbat.